I was a kid and my cousin them, they got some birds and some pigeons, and I went with them to Lafayette Bridge down in downtown. They climb up that bridge, and it's pretty scary. But breeders are over here. They have to be really consistent at the top.
Okay.
Yeah, so those what I keep only on. I don't look for anything else. A little story about her. I sent her to Flying Ace One Loft.
Yeah.
She got injured. It's pretty exciting, for an injured bird to get it first on the job. So I run Alex Bieche system. So I've been running that system for a long time.
Yeah.
You can tell that the young got the yellow hair, but he's flying to the top perch already. That means it's gonna be a pretty good bird. It's always a good sign when the young birds like that. They're pretty.
Can you introduce yourself and give us a brief introduction of yourself and how you got started?
Okay, well, my name is Chong. I started racing since I was a kid. I think middle school. It's been raising pigeons since then. So I've been in like about 20 years.
Yeah.
20 years of racing. So I haven't raced in a while. There's some conflicts going on, so I haven't raced in a while. But me and my son, we're gonna start racing this year again. So we'll hope to see how everything goes.
Okay. Yeah. How did you get into pigeons?
I was a kid, and my cousin them, they got some birds and some pigeons, and I scrubbed or something. I saw that, so I like it. So one day I went with them to Lafayette Bridge down in downtown. They climb up that bridge, and it's pretty scary, but they went and caught some birds and stuff, and we just brought it back home, and that's where it started.
I see. Okay. So can you show us your breeding loft and why you built it the way you did?
All right. So this is this is a 12 by 24. 12 by 24 loft. Got a hallway here. I got this section here. It's mostly my stock birds here.
The stock birds?
Yeah. And then got two individual 4 by 8. I just have special pairs in here. So one here.
Four by 8.
Yep, 4 by 8. Got another 4 by 8 here for another pair here, and then so my main breeders are over here. This is 8 by 12. So these are my main breeders here.
How do you select your breeders?
I just go off base of performance only.
Performance only?
Yeah, performance only. They have to be really consistent at the top.
Okay.
Yeah, so those is what I keep only on. I don't look for anything else, I know that, champion birds comes in all sizes and shapes.
Yeah.
All types of wings or, strong back, weak back, whatever it is, but it's just strictly performance only.
Okay. So, when you select for performance, do you look at, if the bird perform, or do you look at the parents too?
I just look at the bird.
The bird itself only?
Yeah, the bird itself. The bird has to perform. That's what I look for. Once the bird performs, I have a higher chance of their kids performing too.
Yeah.
And so, it'll just be, a whole family tree of performance pigeons only.
Okay. So, what's your family based down from?
My family's, they're based off Van Morsel Jansen. They're Van Morsel Jansens. I have them since when I first started. So they've been here for almost 20 years now, and I slowly crossed a little bit here and there into that family. So, but yeah, that's the base family.
The base
Van Morsel
family.
Jansen.
Your foundation, Slakehan and Super 9.
Yep.
So how many breeders do you usually have in here?
I have 16 pairs of breeders in here.
Okay.
Yep, 16 pairs. I have more nest box than what it is, so.
Yeah.
But then, you notice some of them still nest on the ground.
Yeah.
I just let them go wherever they want.
Yeah, like the corner over there.
Yeah.
Do you have any bird in here that you're looking forward to this year?
I think I'm looking forward to all of them.
All of them?
Yeah, all of them, because I've been racing about 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah.
So I want to see what they all can do for right now. So
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to see what they all can do.
And you cut down a lot from your previous years too, right?
Yeah, I cut down a lot. I sold a few of my national ace, and a few pairs. I sold them all. It just gets too many.
Yeah.
It's too many after a while that you don't race, and everything just starts building up. So.
Okay. How did you do in club racing? Can you give us some details on that?
Club racing, I do pretty good. I'm pretty competitive, so I got my fair shares of win.
Mm-hmm.
I think I won at least first place on almost everything so far in all my years of racing.
Okay.
So pretty good.
Can we see your Fast Freddy?
Unfortunately, he is not here.
Oh, he's not here?
Yeah, he's not here. He is co-breeding with one of my buddies right now,
damn.
so I sent it out to him. So he's in Oklahoma right now.
Oh, okay. I see. Can we see one of his son that you like a lot?
Yeah. Let's see here. One of his son looks just like him. So this is one of his son here.
Uh-huh.
So it's an inbred direct son, Fast Freddy and Miracle Wing.
Okay.
So this one looks just like Fast Freddy.
Yeah.
Exactly the same. So he's pretty good. He bred me some really good young birds that I train out to 400 miles myself.
Uh-huh.
And they come in, one of the first that comes in, but so he's pretty good. A lot of vitality in him.
Yeah.
Handles really nice. Do you want to handle him?
Sure.
Yeah. I think he's like a clone of Fast Freddy.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about him?
Yeah, I think he looks and feels like Fast Freddy.
Yeah.
Do you have a Miracle Wing here still?
Yeah, she is here. She's on the other side over there.
Can we see her too?
Yeah. She was in my individual side right there, but I had to put a new pair in there, so I just moved her and her mate over here this last week.
Okay.
So this is Miracle Wing here. So this one, a little story about her. I sent her to Flying Ace One Loft.
Yeah.
She got injured. Her wings got injured on right before the activation race, and Dale Gala hosted, so he called me. Said, it's injured, but if I want to pay for activation, I can still do it. And if the bird doesn't make it back, he'll refund me the money.
Yeah.
And I said, sure, so I paid for it, and it was like 2 hours late. I came back, so I was we'll let it go, because during training, this one was like one of the first and drop all the time.
Uh-huh.
So I was I'll give it a chance, and as the race gets farther out, she getting up there all the time. It was like, getting closer and closer to the final race, and her and Don Riddell, my bird and his bird were the only two that showed up first on the drop.
Yeah.
So it's like it's pretty exciting, for an injured bird to get it first on the drop. So that's why I call her Miracle Wing.
A very tough bird.
Yeah. So this is a direct daughter of Fast Freddy and Super 9, my two foundations. So she's bred a lot of winners.
Yeah. Yeah, this is I think the great grandmother to my two birds that won last year in the fraternity race. So
yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so her kids, her grandkids, this is a proven line that that I've been racing for 20 years now. So,
Yeah.
We're winning all the time. Yeah, that's her.
She looks kind of like a cock now.
She does. She looks like a cock. When I got her bag, I was like, oh, it's a cock bird. I threw it with the hands and not pairing up at all. I was, oh, maybe it might be a hen. So I threw it with the cock, and it turned out to be a hen.
Okay.
But it looks just like a cock. But all the males that I put her with, they all look like hens, and she's the one that looks like a cock.
Yeah.
But she's pretty good. She got good wings.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah, very good wings. So, yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
So when you're breeding, right, do you usually keep the ventilation stuff open?
Yeah, it's open all year round. I don't close anything, so even the cold winter, it's still open.
Okay. What do you feed them?
It's just a custom mix that I have. But there's no corn in it. Just a bunch of peas, wheat, Milo. A bunch of stuff in there.
Okay.
This is my breeding mix here. Go ahead.
Wow. And for grit, what do you use for grit?
Right now I got the Versalaga grit.
Okay.
But the one I'm just trying out. So this one I bought it without the redstone in it. So birds don't really like it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I don't recommend that brand. I think you should get it with the redstone.
Yeah, okay. Before breeding, do you medicate them or anything?
No, I don't medicate anything. Everything just all natural.
Natural, yeah.
Yeah, just clean feed and clean water.
Okay. And nothing in the water during breeding? No vitamin?
Yeah, nothing in there. No vitamins or anything like that. Just fresh water every day.
How many breeders do you have in here?
I think there's only 7 pairs right now.
7 pairs?
Yeah.
Okay. And they're all down from Super 9 and Fast Ready?
Yeah, most of them, majority of these are, all Fast Ready or Super 9. They're all their kids only.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. And when you're breeding them, do you feed them twice a day or give them once a day, but all they can eat? Or
I do. Sometimes I do 3 times a day.
Oh, 3 times a day?
Yeah, sometimes I do 3 times a day. 2 times a day or 3 times a day. But majority of the time, I do 2 times. But if I feel like the young birds are getting a little bigger, I do feed 3 times a day. This is my flying loft. I made the 2 new drought crackers over the winter. At my aviary was kind of square like that one. It broke off, so I made a new one here.
Okay, yeah, this one's way, way bigger. And a big landing board right here, too.
Yeah. Yeah, so big landing board. So when I flew old birds out of here, this is the side where I put my hands in.
Oh, okay. So this is where you put your hand.
Yeah, your hands in there, but I wasn't racing anymore, so I removed everything from there. Then this used to be all nest box, Widowhood nest box.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I just turned it all into purchase now.
And did you fly? How did you fly your old birds? Total Widowhood or just split them? Or?
Yeah, double Widowhood.
Oh, double. Okay.
Yeah, double Widowhood.
And then does hens over here? They don't have any pairs.
Yeah, the hens don't. It's just all purchase over there. So
okay.
All the hens over there. All the nest boxes are here.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
And how did you motivate them?
Just Widowhood, so they don't see each other until when they come back from the race.
Oh, that's it?
About it.
Okay, yeah. I see. Do you like box purchase more or do you like T-perch or repurchase more?
I like the box perch more. The T-perch, I think the pigeon kind of hit their flight. Or broken flights, or they kind of the top perch bird pretty much all their poop will drop down to the bottom perch.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah. Okay. Do you see that they get more territorial or anything like that in a box perch?
They do. Yeah, they do. Whichever box perch they take, they usually take that one all the time. And anyone that flies up to their box, or they always go up there and fight for it. Okay.
Do you think that they fly better in a box perches too, or it's the same with all perch?
I think it's just the same with all perch. But it's just the better, like the T-perches, they would get more broken flights and stuff like that.
Okay.
So, but I think it's all the same.
Do you feed them the same thing as your breeders, or?
No, I feed them different.
Okay.
My race birds are a different mix.
Okay.
So different custom mix.
Okay, I see. And for grit, it's the same thing for them?
Yeah, grit is the same.
And plain water all the time?
Yep, plain water all the time.
Okay. So you don't use any medication at all, right?
Yeah, no medication. I don't But I don't vaccinate. I don't medicate, anything like that. No, I don't use vitamins or minerals, anything like that either.
Yeah, and you keep it as natural as you can.
Yep.
Okay, so if you find a bird that's kind of sick or look kind of ill, what do you do with it?
If I find one like that, I usually just get rid of it.
Okay.
But it's I've been doing this for about 20 years now that I rarely find anything like that.
Okay, yeah.
So usually they're all pretty good.
Yeah, because your bird build immunity for it, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So for these traps, do you like the drop traps more or the bar traps more?
Drop trap is better.
Yeah.
The bar trap, those the bird kind of hesitate a little bit.
Yeah.
So I kind of don't like that.
Yeah, I've noticed that too.
Yeah.
So for the ventilation and stuff, how come you built it the way it is?
This whole young bird loft,
Uh-huh.
it's been here for like 20 years.
Uh-huh, yeah.
So it's just the old loft that I built from the start that I moved. So I just tear it all apart and moved it with me.
Uh-huh.
So that's why these open holes, they just get bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
When it first starts, it's just been old scrap woods that I use. So it's just been like that, and I just the airflow in here is pretty good. I don't mind it. The birds don't mind it either.
How big of a team do you usually fly for young birds?
Let's see, I was in the city. I was only flying average about 30 to 40 young birds.
Yeah.
But I moved out here for a couple of years now, and I about like 50 young birds.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good number.
Yeah.
When you're selecting a young bird, right, for a fraternity or one-off race, how do you select them?
I'm not really into the one loft yet. I sent out a couple here and there, just to test it out, since I wasn't racing. But fraternity race or all that stuff, I just sent out off my best.
Off your best? Does it matter how it looks too? Like,
no, it doesn't matter. The colors, it doesn't even matter for the colors. Colors don't matter. Just send it out. If it's off the best, higher chance it's gonna, produce the best. So.
Okay. So do you look for any traits though?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't?
No, I don't look for any traits. It's just all performance only.
Okay. So if the tail goes up a little bit or open vent, you'll still send it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll still send it.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
So like I said, champions comes in all forms. So you never know. If it's off the best, you just send it. It might you have a better chance.
Okay. Can you show us one of your bird that you like the feeling of it or how it feels in your hand?
I like them to feel kind of like this one right here.
Okay.
Little more of an apple body.
Apple body.
Apple body, wider chest.
Wider chest. Yep.
Yeah, wider chest. But this one has kind of a pintail. It's a little flexible. It goes left right, a little flexible. One pintail. But yeah, I like a bird that feels like this.
Okay. Do you what do you think about the flexibility in it?
On the tail? I think that's pretty good.
Yeah. You think the flexibility is better or a stiff tail?
I think it's probably better than a stiff tail.
Okay. Yeah. That's good to know.
Yeah, I think the flexible tail is better. They might have more flexible on it. They turn in, or I think they can handle the wind in any type of weather a little bit better.
Okay, and you don't really care about pintail too, right?
Yeah, I don't care too much about pintail.
Yeah, as long as it's straight. Or
I don't really care about which way it goes. I just don't want it to go all the way up or all the way down.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
So kind of like straight, straight. Okay.
Yeah, so if it's straight, a little bit down, a little bit up, if it's moving left or right, it's fine.
Okay. So for your young bird, what kind of system do you run them?
I run Bieche system. So I've been running that system for a long time. Yeah. Ever since Bieche put it out there. So I've been running that and it's been working for me.
Can you explain how you run it, like in details?
I have 24-hour light on my breeder, so I start breeding, pairing them up on Thanksgiving. So they've been on 24-hour light. The young birds, when they have the young birds hatch, they'll be on 24. When I move over, wean them over here, they'll be on 24-hour light over here too. So they'll stay 24 hours until May 1st.
May 1st?
Yep, until May 1st, and then I'll cut their flights. Their 9th and 10th flight.
Okay.
And, I'll pull the tails, cut the flights, and then they'll be locked down for a whole month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're locked down for a whole month. And about 13 days after I cut the flights, then I'll pull those flights too. So yeah, they'll be locked down for a month, sometimes maybe a month and 2 weeks, or about like 6 weeks.
Okay.
And then by that time, all the body molds, all the flights are done, all the tails are grown, so they'll be just like an old bird.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
So when do you decide to let them out and start flying and stuff? For like when you first wing them, when do you decide when to let them out?
I let them out right away.
Right away?
Yeah, I let them out right away when I wean them. So,
okay.
Yeah, so I train them right away. Right when I wean them, they get trap training right away, and they get to go out right away. So they'll be flying right away all the way until May when I lie down.
So just free out right away?
Yep.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so
I didn't know that.
Yep, so they go out right away.
Okay, so how long would you trap train them before you actually let them out, or you just let them out right?
Yeah, I just let them out right away and trap train all at the same time.
Oh, so do they just learn on their own, or do you teach them or anything?
They learn on their own. They pick up pretty fast.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, they'll just go right out. They'll come in. When I feed them, I'll call them, and then I do that for a couple of days, and they pick up right away.
Okay, so if you were to bring a bird from someone to fly, right?
Yeah.
Would you do the same, or would you wait a little bit too?
I do the same.
Oh, really?
Yep, I do the same.
Okay.
I'll do the same. I'll put it right in the loft, and then the next day I'll let them out right with the team.
Oh, damn.
So they go right out. So for these fraternity races, I'm handling birds for people. I prefer them a little younger. That way it's easier to settle. But they're a little bit older, then it's a little bit tougher. But I'll just take the risk.
Yeah. Okay. Can we see your other sections too?
Yeah. These are the older young birds over here.
Okay, these are the older ones.
Yep, these are the older ones.
These are the one out flying already.
Yep.
There's a slate right there.
So these over here are the young birds.
Okay, so you split them up into groups?
No, I usually keep them together, but I got a couple requests from people to send some birds out for them.
Oh, okay.
So I kept the younger ones out from the older ones for a little bit, just so that I can pick which one I think that's good.
Okay, I see. Was this used to be your young bird loft too, or was it your old bird loft too?
Yeah, this used to be. I used to have a divider right here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Divider right here. So it used to be all old bird racers over here.
Oh, okay.
Yes, all old bird racers. No, old birds over there. Young birds over here.
Young birds over here.
Young bird used to be at this side because I have a trap over here too.
Yeah.
So a young bird used to fly out of here. Old bird used to fly it out from over there.
Okay.
Yeah, but I wasn't flying, so it's just all box purchase now and then.
Yeah. How often do you clean?
I don't clean that often.
Yeah.
A couple times a year.
Okay.
Yeah, a couple times a year, but I only scrape off where all the birds poop at, where the perches are at. That's it. The floor and everything. Usually, if I scrape them, I just scrape them out to the side. That's about it.
Okay.
But yeah, it stays on there.
Yeah, because I know you're a big believer in natural immunity.
Yep.
Yeah, and so what do you think about leaving the droppings here? Do you think that it makes them even stronger in their immunity?
Yeah, I think it does.
Yeah.
It makes it stronger. The birds look a lot healthier too, and it seems like they're happier.
Okay.
So I like the deep layer.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I see. So do you change water every day too, or?
Yeah, I change water 2 times a day.
2 times a day?
Yeah, because I
okay.
feed 2 times a day, so I change water every time I feed them.
Okay, I see.
Over here, these are my breeders. My breeders too, because these are stock breeders also.
Stock breeders.
Because I switch pair 2 or 3 times a year. So I need a few sections to swap out the hens and cocks so that they can pair with different mates. So that's why some of those on the breeder loft I toss it over here. Some over here I move it back over there.
Okay. So when do you usually swap the mating? Like how many rounds before you swap them?
At least 2 rounds.
At least 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least 2 rounds. Then I'll swap them out. this way I have a better chance of knowing, if that bird's a producer or not.
Okay, yeah. Do you foster any eggs too?
Yeah, I foster eggs too.
Okay.
Yep. So I usually after the first 2 rounds, the better birds like Fest Ready, all the main breeders like that. I want more, so I'll just foster them.
Okay. How many would you usually foster from a pair or a very good bird?
A whole year.
Or like during the racing season for like to race?
Oh, I usually get about 5 rounds out of them.
5 rounds?
Yeah.
Fostering? Okay.
Yep.
I see. And over here, what do you have over here?
Just high splash up here. That's Fast Freddy, American Wayne's son. It's an inbred son.
Wow.
So, yeah, he looks like the grandma.
Yeah, very pied.
Yeah, so that one.
Or Splash.
This one is Super 9 inbred to his son. Both proven birds too. So this is an inbred son.
Inbred Super 9.
Yep. And then this one over here is Fast Freddy, American Wayne's son too.
Oh, inbred too.
Yep, the inbred son.
Nice.
Yep. So there's a couple out here too. They're all inbred kids too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
and your whites are from
yeah, my whites they're from the Fast Freddy line too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. The grizzles here, the Fast Freddy line also.
So I see you put the grit out here. Is there any difference in putting them out in the aviary or?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I just give them grits. I just left it out here, but usually if it's gonna rain, I'll just move it in.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you use these nest pads, right?
Yeah.
And what do you think of them? Are they better than hay straws and pine needles and stuff, or?
Yeah, I think they're better. But there's also their up and down with it too.
Oh yeah.
I think the birds, you could just kind of see like the nest sparks there.
Yeah.
There. They kind of
a little ripped or something.
Yeah, a little ripped off. They go in and out, or they fight over the box and kind of gets teared up a little bit. So
okay.
There's that right there too. But
okay.
I like it though. I use it for a couple of years now. So yeah, very ventilated. A lot of opening.
A lot of air in here. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of air, no dust at all.
So I see you covered the floor. Is that just for breeding or?
Yeah, usually I open it. I just never got the chance to, so I just left it. I just like the opening because when they molt, all the feather just falls right through.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
That way I don't have to clean all the feather. I don't mind the poop, but the feather, it's just I don't like it. It just flies their way. Just for my own health.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So in the wintertime, you have all this open too, right?
Yeah, wintertime. I still have my breeders over here too. So these breeders, so they still breed right in the winter, right through the winter. Everything's still open. I don't block off anything, and rain, snow. Snow, and I get in here. My lawn's facing north.
Yeah.
So when the snow comes, I'll get like
some
couple inches of snow in here all the time.
Yeah.
The birds stay healthy.
Okay. When you start racing, and then do you turn lights on too, or
no?
Or you don't? You just leave it off?
Yeah. Once I start racing, and the lights goes off. It's just all natural all the way through.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Let's see. And do you play around with the feed once they start racing? Do you change it up?
No, my feed is consistent. It's the same feed all the way through. Right. So, birds like this guy right here, I weaned it last week. He's pretty young, but you can tell that they're young, got the yellow hair, but he's flying to the top perch already.
Okay, yeah.
That means it's gonna be a pretty good bird. It's always a good sign when the young birds like that. They're pretty buoyant and stuff. They can take off like that. So.
Oh, okay. So that's what you look for too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a good sign because I sent a bird out to Evolution One Loft, and it's just like this too. I weigh it out straight up to a perch, and and that bird was a money winner. So I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, it still has the little yellow hair and stuff too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like yellow hair, and the tail's still short. It's not that long yet.
Yeah.
It's still like a little bird, little baby.
Okay. Thank you for today.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, appreciate it, and thanks for showing us around.
Yep.